Okay, so a few years ago, I don't know exactly when, Timur made a little lightning talk, the Guide to C++ Conferences for Runners. Do you know when? I have plenty of time.
Last year, I think.
Last year, but not here, right?
Yes, Timur, that was it, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I'm not getting any younger, neither are you. Swimming is way better for your joints than running. So I think I'm doing you a favor of like advertising swimming instead of running here. So let me get started. So the first honorable mention, I'm only talking about the conference I went to. So the first honorable mention goes to ACCU, where I thought, you can't swim there. I didn't find any spot to swim. And then I Googled this today. And indeed, you can swim in in Bristol Harbor. But do note the last sentence here. The water becomes very polluted when Wessex Water releases raw sewage into the river. So the people in Bristol are fighting for the right to swim in Bristol Harbor. But I'm not sure that's such a good idea. Okay, so the first fourth place goes to CPP at Sea. It has C in the name, of course. So it has the perfect location. It's directly at the sea. This is a photo I took from the balcony of the conference venue. It has one very important downside, which gives it last place here in my ranking. In June, the average temperature of this lovely blue sea, which looks like the Caribbean, is only 13 degrees Celsius. I also checked. You can swim there you can survive this, let's say, for a while. After 2 hours, exhaustion and maybe unconsciousness set in. So if you want to swim there, you should bring a wetsuit. But it gets full points for accessibility and for the price, because it is free, of course. You should also pay attention maybe for Russian warships and don't swim close to undersea cables. That also gets you into trouble. But you have to make it that far. Okay, yeah, bring a wetsuit. Now, Core CPP, that's third place. That was actually very good. In Core CPP in Tel Aviv, there's an awesome pool at the beach. You can't really swim in the sea that well. There's quite a lot of waves, there are a lot of surfers. Swimming is forbidden on the city beach, so don't do that. The water is cooled. It is awesome. It is cool to 24 degrees. The price, that was kind of a bummer. It costs actually $20 to go into that pool, even though it's a public pool. But the best feature is not only that it's cool in the hot Tel Aviv summer, but this is salt water, which is super healthy. It's super pleasant on the nose. It's actually kind of a, almost therapeutical for your sinuses. So that was very good. Now, Aspen. Spectacular, of course. Spectacular in every weather. The pool is also heated. It is heated this time, not cooled. It is also salt water, also very nice. Temperature is perfect. Super accessible. Almost full points. The only downside is this can be full because people reserve those lanes, and then you can't swim. And the price is also perfect. It doesn't cost anything once you make it to Aspen. That is not free, unfortunately. So now you're wondering, who did I put on number one? And of course, as a proud Berliner, it is Meeting C++. Meeting C++, you may not know, has the Olympic-sized pool directly next to the conference venue. This was the pool that was built for the Summer Olympics in 2000 that never came to Berlin. It is heated. It is super accessible. It's just across the street. And it is super affordable. And this is number one. Very much recommended. Pool I go often to. Does a lot for you. Unless there's somebody on that lane who's trying to do, butterfly. Then it gets kind of annoying. So you wonder, there's one big conference that was missing. CPPCon, of course. I heard CPPCon also has a pool. I only presented online, so I didn't make it. I was Googling the pool, and then I read that just 2 days ago, a big part of the air conditioning fell down on the pool. So you may want to be careful next time you go swim there.
Cool. What do you want?
So that was my recommendation. Do more swimming. It's also good Alzheimer prevention. Learn something new. That was my talk. Thank you.